this off, cause no. Cause no. Oops. Let's turn this off for the. She's the new host. Nah, kidding. I kid. All right, so I know today is Saturday. Every Saturday, we're talking about what's on your mind, what's on your heart. It is our weekly check-in because we must care and support the team members' individual journeys in order for the collective journey to move forward. So for those of you that don't know, I am Marika Goolsby. I'm a former foster youth and adoptee. I was adopted out of the foster care system, and I wrote a book about my time in care. It is called A Flower Called Orphan Girl, and it is available. And yeah, every day I talk foster care and adoption. And what else? We go live twice a day, every day except for Sundays. We only go once a day on Sundays. And every day we have a different theme, which I love. And Saturday's theme is what's on your mind, what's on your heart. So this is where the team gets to really chime in and get support if they need it, or offer support if they have it to give. And yeah, listen to a little music. Music is everything, like for real. Music is everything. AI Summary got it wrong. That's all right. That's all right, AI Summary, that you got it wrong this time. It happens. Whoa. This cat is looking at me with the wild, crazy eyes. She does that. She gets a wild hair up her somewhere. Hi, Abby Green. Welcome in. We are talking what's on your mind, what's on your heart. For me, it's always growing the team, ways to grow the team, because many hands make light work. All right, we got superfan moderator Wildflower EM in the building. Did you want to chime in?
No, not yet.
Okay. Pain to Purpose, welcome in. We are still looking for the quality engagers to be on the panel to share what's on your mind, what's on your heart. You can also always share that in the chat. That is perfectly fine too. JB, welcome in. We are just getting started. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? What's on my mind and heart? Always, number one, growing the team. And then I think creating a life of joy and ease. Is that even still a possibility for people? Are people focused there still? Okay, Ian is back. All right.
So every time I accidentally leave and come back, I get the horn?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going in and out.
Okay. So yeah, what's on my mind? What's on my heart? Oh, I mean, I did sleep in, and that was pretty awesome. Because you know, old lady be needing rest. Whew. Old lady be needing some rest. For real, for real. But anyway, yeah. Oh my gosh. I just got a memory that came up on screen 6 years ago for Sunny Bird. Time flies. Yeah. Like, has it really been 6 years ago? All right. Yeah. Please put in the chat if you're not ready to come up to the panel. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? I do care. I do want to know what's going on in your world, in your neck of the woods. And yeah, that is the whole purpose of Saturday. Let's see what I'm looking like here. Oh, good. Okay, cool. My little hair is getting on my nerves a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a hair. Try not to worry about it. Hey. Wow, All right, let me sound the alarms again. All right, hold down the screen. You get a white box with a list of names. The word send next to it. Push send all the way down. Share this out far and wide. People really do not have a space that is like, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? That actually really wants more than just, oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I feel like that's what I've lived with most of my life. People that would be like, hey girl, how you doing? And they're saying it while they're like in passing to the next thing. And really they just want you to say, I'm fine, thanks for asking. So they have been polite and they have done something they think is nice. And I want to challenge everybody that can hear me to say, the next time somebody says, hey, how are you doing? Don't do the knee-jerk reaction of, oh, I'm fine. Say something like, oh, I don't think you have time to hear all of it, or something, and see if they're like, oh no, I have time. What's going on? Or if they say something like, give me the top 3, or tell me the number 1 thing, or anything like that. Or do they come back with something like, ooh, child, don't we all, and keep it moving? Or I know what you mean, and keep it moving. Or, ooh, same here, and that's it. And I would like to challenge everyone that can hear me. If you don't have the time or don't really want to know, don't ask. Just say, hi, I hope you're doing well. How about that? And just move on to the next thing. Or just say hi. Hello. Good morning. Grand rising. But people that, I don't know, first of all, I think too many people just do things just for the sake of being polite. But yeah, instead of authentic. Don't try to be nice. Don't try to be anything. Just be authentic. And then if it turns out that you just happen to be a nice and polite person, that'll come through. But you should not have to try to be. Just be. Human being is an act of being. Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, so many people are just trying to be a good person. Just be. Just be you. And life experiences will make the necessary modifications if there are any. Yeah. Now, here I do not know how to share it. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. All right. So, yeah, that is kind of the point of today is what's on your mind, what's on your heart. I swear, this little hair is driving me a little bit nuts. Ain't nothing I can do about it, though. Sounds like they're singing from the other room. That makes me smile. All right. We got, let me see. We got Quality. Oh, awesome. All right. All right. So yeah, I don't know where the people are. I guess everybody's sleeping in, and let me see. This is what I want to know. What is your ideal Saturday? Actually, double that. Let's double that. What was your ideal Saturday when you were a kid, and what is your ideal Saturday as an adult? So, I will start, because I don't ask nobody to do nothing that I am unwilling to do myself, because I have issues with hypocrisy and reciprocity. So, maybe more about that later. But for now, when I was a kid, my ideal Saturday was, and this is kind of what we used to do almost every Saturday. But when it did happen, I was happy. So my ideal Saturday was to wake up, eat this superly highly sugar cereal, and watch cartoons. There was 2 times we were allowed to watch, to have a meal in front of the TV, and we had to be sitting on newspaper, sitting on the floor, in the living room, in front of the TV. That was Saturday morning, and then Sunday night, basically. Okay, so Saturday morning cartoons on newspaper in front of the TV. And then after that was done, we would have to wash our dishes and then run outside to the garden. We had a massive garden. We had all vegetables growing, and that's when we would pick the vegetables for Sunday dinner. So it would be like greens, bell peppers, artichoke, eggplant. Yeah. And then once all the vegetables were harvested, then we would go inside, wash said vegetables, chop and basically prepare them for Sunday dinner, and store them in the refrigerator. And then after that was all done, you have lunch, and then you were free to go outside and play with your friends. So that's the kind of Saturday I always look forward to. Sleep in, wake up, eat cereal, watch cartoons, go to the garden, prepare the vegetables, eat lunch, and then go on with my day. That was my ideal Saturday. And now, as an adult, I think my ideal Saturday started turning into definitely sleeping in, having breakfast in bed, if at all possible, and watching the show, and just kind of slowly having a lazy morning. Yeah. But honestly, I would like to get back to sleeping in, actually now, my ideal dream Saturday is kind of a combination of those two things. So I think it would be super cool to sleep in, which I did do today. Have breakfast in bed, which I did not do today because I didn't eat breakfast yet. And then maybe go live. And then maybe do stuff in the garden. Have lunch and then go on with my day. Yes, I'm going to have to figure out how to bring that into fruition. It's possible. It's possible. And I remember on a TV show I used to watch, I won't name it, but I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama has watched it, where they're like, basically, nighttime Marika and morning Marika are always at odds. They're never on the same page, because nighttime Marika is like alive and well and awake, and this is where my creativity gets flowing, and like, boom, 11 o'clock, I have all these wonderful ideas that I want to, oh, I should write this down. Oh, I could really write right now, or I could really like start doing a little nesting and cleaning around the house and like reorganizing, like where is all this energy and focus? Why is it happening at 11 o'clock at night when I'm going to be up until like 1 or 2 in the morning, when I should be asleep so I can get up early in the morning? So it's like when nighttime Marika kicks in, morning Marika is like, what are you doing? We have things to do. And so they're always in a battle, okay? And most of the time, nighttime Marika wins. Not all the time, but most of the time. So I need some mediation for these two. Some compromise. Like maybe nighttime Marika says, okay, I won't kick in tonight so morning Marika can get some stuff done. I hope this is making sense to somebody. But it's interesting to me. But when I am able to get up and get going kind of on the early side, it feels good. It feels like I got all this stuff accomplished, before noon. And I have the rest of the day to just enjoy the sun and relax. I don't know. The AI summary is so funny. It says, a discussion on how to be authentic in conversations. Share your thoughts. Oh, Midwest Music Media, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, of course not. I mean, I wouldn't even be trying to shake it today. It just happened today. And that's how you give yourself some time and grace. Of course, there is no shaking it today. It just happened today. Okay. Yeah, and whoever thinks that you should be shaking it today is cruel and insensitive, in my opinion. Because that was your cat and you loved your cat, I'm guessing. Oh, do you think the vet knew and didn't tell you? Like, do you think the vet knew that the end was near and just kind of held that information? I mean, I'd be upset too, but maybe the vet didn't know either. What I have learned over the years about cats, and I have, no, they did blood liver was high. And even in that situation, sometimes it's not easy to tell. But I know for me, hey, author Diana, for me, I have gone through this several times now over the years, and it's heartbreaking every single time. It's a normal reaction, a normal healthy reaction when you lose something you love. But what I know about cats is they're hardwired because they are, that's how they survive, being prey to predators, to look healthy and like nothing is going on as long as possible. And by the time they start to look like sickly, like, oh, something's wrong, usually then it's too late. Let me see. Kidneys, heart, no diabetes. I don't understand this. He was 10. No tumors. Yeah, when you get in the double digits, they say you're on borrowed time. So anywhere between 10 and 20, 2 weeks. Yeah. It sounds like he's just started shutting down. I mean, that happened to my Chihuahua. I guess it's been 2.5 weeks ago. 20 years old. It was like he was fine, and then all of a sudden, it's like a light switch went off. He was like, I don't know. He just looked. I was like, oh my God, when did you turn 1,000 years old? Because I knew he was an old animal, but for the most part, he just kind of looked like a happy little old man, like and then all of a sudden, he was clearly in decline. And I don't even know the exact number. 5 to 7 days in, it was over for him. He didn't have any illnesses. He didn't have any. His hearing was going, but 20 years old, and then his eyesight wasn't the best, but he was 20 years old, and he had lost all of his teeth at that point. But yeah, I held him in bed last night. He tried to stand, he couldn't. I laid next to him to bed, finally went to sleep at 4 a.m. An hour later, he was gone. That's the hardest part. And he chose to be next to you for his transition, and that is like a final act of love, like for real, because I don't know if you've heard, but there's so many stories out there about pets that will run away or find a hiding spot to transition because they know they're going and they just want that peace. And it sounds like you were his peaceful, loving place because he wanted to be near you till the bitter end. He waited for me to sleep. Yeah, he wanted to be near you in the most relaxed, most comfortable And that was with you. To me, that says a lot. And the sad reality of life is everybody and everything will transition at one point or another. And if I had to choose, I would choose that, right? If I had to choose a way for my pets to go, I would choose that. Yeah, tell me something crazy. I'm glad he got to be with you until his last moment. My family, sis and dad, wow. That's enough to make you, that's enough to start in some anxiety. I told him my sister was coming, and he looked up. Wow, maybe she was there for him. Maybe she was there. Maybe you're spot on. I don't discount any of it. Wow. You know what? Like I said, we all will transition, everything living, and if it has to happen, it sounds like that was the best case scenario. He wasn't alone. It doesn't sound like he was fearful. It sounds like he was calm. He was relaxed. He was with you. You know? Yeah. He didn't want to go. That's why I can't shake it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that, because from what I'm hearing, it sounds like he chose to be next to you during this transition. 2 weeks he barely ate or drank. Sounds like he had come to some resolve. Yeah. It sounds like he was ready. It sounds like he was ready, and he chose to be next to you and go from your arms to your sisters. That's a beautiful transition. And it does hurt. It does. I know, I tried everything. Antibiotics twice. Yeah, I did that with the Chihuahua that I had, named Pepe. Like, I know I tried everything. And I was blessed enough to be holding him for his last moment. Yeah. But yeah, it's the hardest part of loving a pet. It really is. But like I say, if you had to choose, yes, fur kids are kids. Fur kids are our kids. And I saw a video yesterday that said um, pet people are either the craziest or the bravest people on the planet, because you give your whole heart over, to this being. You love them, you take care of them, you do all this knowing that you're setting yourself up for the biggest heartbreak. Knowing you're setting yourself up for the biggest heartbreak. And then it happens, and then, like, whenever you're ready, you do it all over again. Like, I'm going to buy him a plaque and also the 3D picture they have now. Nice. That is a nice way to honor his memory, for sure. And honor his memory too by having patience and grace with your grieving process, because grief is a process. Does it get easier with time? Sure. But you have to allow yourself that time. When I stop crying so much, let those tears flow, because tears are cleansing for the soul. It's very human. My cat and rabbit lined up to see him and the kids. Nice. So everybody got a chance to say goodbye and have some closure. Nice. Yeah, I remember years ago when I had a roommate and she had an 18-year-old cat. I think she had 4 cats total. One of them was 18. That was the one she had the longest, of course. And when I moved in, I had a cat. And my cat was, I want to say he was 7, maybe. I don't know. And we knew her cat was about to be transitioning. He was 18. He had dealt with health problems for a while. And then he yeah, he was in the bathroom because that's where it was cool and that's where he liked to be because the tile was cool. And all of a sudden, all of the cats just went in there with him and just sat with him. And I went in there and I was like, this feels like sacred space and I'm not going to interrupt. I just left the bathroom and let them just be with him. All right. So as far as the panel, I do ask for top engagers, meaning heart share tap, but let me just check your stats and then I'll decide if I'm going to make an exception. Okay, you have 0 shares, 0 likes. If you could share it out to a few people and tap the screen, I will gladly bring you up. Gladly. Because usually I do ask for 64 shares and 1K taps, but 0, if you can do a little bit, that would be awesome. But I would love to continue talking to you. Thank you for those shares. Thank you for tapping the screen. That's what. All right. And I believe you got your daily heart meet. Nope. And always get the daily heart meet. The daily heart meet is the orange heart in the top. All all quality engagers start with getting their daily heart meet, sharing it out. Oh, okay. Well, I'll accept this time, and then next time, have it ready. I do ask
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I do ask for a brief. Let me get a brief intro. Name, age, pronouns, and how are you connected to the community? Meaning, are you in a foster parent, adoptive parent, a bio parent with children in the system, a former foster youth, an adoptee, a worker of any sort, caseworker, social worker, or just someone who's interested in foster care and adoption and here to learn, or someone who's just passing through. All right.
I know all about that, and I got a child that I'm getting guardianship of right now. And,
all
yeah.
right. So which?
And I'm 50.
Okay.
And my name's Carrie. It's nice to meet you. I've been on here for about
nice meeting you.
5 years. Nice. I think I've been in here before when you've been on.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm not tapping. I'm just sitting here crying. I'm in my basement on the floor.
I understand.
But I was trying to say that last night, I guess I just did this myself to do it. And I said, you're going to be fine. My sister's going to come see you.
Yeah.
I said, my sister's going to come and get you. And when I said that, his head went back and he looked up at the ceiling and his eyes got real big. And I said, oh my gosh, she should come. But everybody's passed on the 16th.
Yeah, that's...
Everybody. My dad, my sister. And I know that she came and took him last night. And I can't even talk about it. I'm crying.
It's okay. That's why I'm like, it just happened. Like, of course. Like, that's a normal human reaction. Like, no one should expect you to not, to be anything other than what you are. Like, you know, everybody grieves in their own way, in their own time, and their, you know, and...
Oh, gosh, I've had so much death, but it feels like I lost a kid.
Yes, because that was your fur kid.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I just feel miserable. I'm supposed to go to this is like a fairground today, and they have like 5,000 vendors. I was looking forward to going to that, and no, I'm not going to go now. I just want to stay home.
Yeah. I know what I've learned.
Oh, I was going to say, I seen on TikTok, they were advertising this 3D thing. They take the picture and they make it digital, and it looks like the animal arrived. and it spins, and it looks like the cat or dog moving. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to get that. And we've got so many pictures. You know, we've had 11 years. So.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I go to the library today? No, can't go to the library. No. Nope. I'm not going to leave today right now. I'm just kind of hurt. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand I'm kind of sad.
What I've learned about grief too is, at least for me, I used to have to just schedule like an hour a day that I would just focus on it. Otherwise, I felt like I would never get anything done. So I would literally schedule like 2 hours, an hour and a half, or whatever during the day, and because that allowed me to still honor the memory, but also still like participate in life. I don't know.
I'm having a hard time with it.
Yeah. But like I
walk
said,
into my room, come with me. I lay down, he'd lay with me.
Right.
Like straight on.
That
makes
sense.
It hard. You got a lot of animals? Is that you or is that her?
I do have a lot of animals.
Yeah, hear them all.
I have a lot of animals, and it's feeding time, so everybody's like, you know, following my wife around, like, meow, woof, woof.
Trying to get your attention. It's time.
Yeah,
time to eat.
But I feel like my numbers are dwindling, and it's weird, you know, like people hear 3 dogs, 4 cats, 1 bird, and they think that's a lot, but for me, we were up to 8 cats at one point. We were up to 5 dogs. Yeah, we had 5 dogs, the bird, and a fish tank. And so we've experienced quite a few losses. The 20-year-old Chihuahua went, I want to say 2.5 weeks ago. And yeah, so I know your pain all too well.
I just want to know why. I didn't get an answer. Could he have been saved? Why? He didn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, that's.
They said the liver was high, and the liver gets high when they don't eat. So
they may not know. They may not know either. I mean, unfortunately, he didn't stick around. He didn't stick around for testing. You know.
Yeah. Well, the only alternative is a feeding tube, and that's $900.
Oh yeah, no. I've learned the hard way that if a pet is transitioning and you try to force feed, you're just torturing them. Like, because when the body is shutting down and they're saying no thank you, it's because the body is shutting down.
Yeah, I tried. I did the little syringe. I tried everything.
Same.
Oh gosh.
Same.
Yeah.
I did that with my Chihuahua. The one that was 20. No, Pepe was 17, I believe. And yeah, it was clear. He was like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no. But I just wanted him to live so bad. Say it again?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have done that, he wouldn't have lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know? And it seemed like, the really weird thing about this is I got an antibiotic, and she goes, he might have a hairball in him or something. So we took the antibiotic, no improvement. So then I took him to another vet. They gave him an IV. They gave me antibiotics, but then he started going poop black. And I'm like, that's not good.
No.
But then I read that the antibiotic can do that because he's taken 2. So I stopped the antibiotic, and when I stopped the antibiotic, he ate and he drank. And he drank the hell out of some water. And I'm like, maybe he's getting better. Maybe this antibiotic is, affecting him too. And then yesterday, he didn't move the whole day. So I just let him be. He laid on my bed. And he couldn't. He got to the point he couldn't stand. He'd fall over. I'm like, oh my God, this is it.
Yeah. That happens for people too. They have that last burst of energy, they say, for the transition, and people think, oh wow, and it's like, that's not what it is.
That's what my husband said. That's exactly what he said. Just he got his little last day.
It's true.
Yeah, he got up in the window and everything. They got a new thing now. I actually bought it at a garage sale, but an ad came up on TikTok. It's got these little plastic pieces, and it's a whole bed, and you stick it to your window.
Yeah.
And they can lay on it. So I bought one of them, and he was laying on there. I was like, oh my gosh, you actually went to the living room? You're getting better. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Not better.
It looks like that, and then it's not. It's just that last surge of energy before they make that journey over to the other side.
Yeah.
But my Chihuahua, he was 20, and the day before, he's out in the yard, he's walking around, sniffing around, lifting his leg up on stuff. He ate a little bit and he hadn't eaten in like 5 days. And I was like, okay, all right, look at you. You trying to make a comeback? Nope, he was gone. He was gone the next day.
Jeez. It's so sad. It gets your hopes up a little bit.
Yeah.
Jeez. Because I think it's because they don't want us to be sad. They don't want us to be sad because I'm like, you gotta eat. I was talking to him, you gotta eat. If you don't eat, you're gonna die. You gotta eat.
Yeah.
He walked over to that bowl and started eating. I'm like, whoa. Well, all I could do is talk to him and comfort him. And that's what I did. But damn it, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
I know you are.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
And people say, oh, it gets easier, each time. It doesn't. It doesn't. I've had so many losses over the years, and it does not get easier each time. Like,
I lost my mother, and my mom died at 49. I was 14.
Oh, wow.
I lost my dad. I lost my sister. She unalived herself.
Oh.
I lost a German Shepherd, and I had to put him down. That's just too much. Too much damn death. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm to the point I don't want animals because I don't want to see them die.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. That's for the first time this year I said that. Like, I see why people are like, no more, because my heart has been a punching bag, and it is raw and tender, and that's it.
Yeah. And they don't live long. I mean, cats live up to 20, sometimes 25 years.
Yeah, if you're lucky. If you're lucky.
13. If you're lucky, yeah.
And it depends on the size of the dog. The big dogs, 12, 13.
Yep.
And then the small dogs can get up to 20. But you know what people fail to tell you what those final years will look like. You're dealing with an animal that's got dementia, that's wearing a diaper, that's blind.
Isn't it weird? I didn't even know. The vet told me they can get diabetes, they can have thyroid problems. I'm like, what the hell, just like us? Yeah. Wow. And they give them amoxicillin like we take. Yeah. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
You ain't get no dang snake. Go away. Go on. Leave me alone.
Kids and their bright ideas.
Yeah. She's ready to bring in other animals. I'm thinking about getting just a little black cat.
Nice. Yeah.
You can't replace them.
No. You just start over. Yeah. Getting your heart ready again. We brought in a baby cat for him, and they just she's 4 now, and they just played together so good, and now she's gonna be alone. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where to be anymore here. No clue. Yeah, I probably need to eat something and go lay down because my brain is wanting to shut off. It needs to shut off.
Okay.
I'm at that point.
Yeah, dude.
Don't be yelling, so.
Especially for today, like it just happened. Self-care above all else.
Oh, yeah. Can I ask you a question before I go?
Of course.
You were saying all that about adoption and all that stuff. Were you adopted?
I was a foster kid, and I was adopted out of the foster care system, and I wrote my memoir about my time in care. It just got published this year in February, and it's available. So basically, I'm using my story, hoping to inspire other people to tell their story, hoping to educate people about the system and how it actually works, and hoping that it will prevent future harm, because I lived through abuse that no kid should live through. Like,
oh man,
like that's
I'm
the
sorry.
bottom line. Yeah. So yeah,
that pisses me off.
I'm just now strong enough to talk about it. I'm 51 years old, and I'm just now strong enough to tell the tale.
You know what? Screw them people who did that to you. Screw them people. Shame on those people.
Exactly.
And
shame on the system for putting me in their home and without even looking into them and really doing they look good on paper. Basically.
I'm going to step outside for a minute. I'm going to tell you something. I got to step out of the house, though. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you something. So I have a property that's around the corner from my house. Mm-hmm. And the guy remarried. So the stepmom, she's the evil bitch. I'm not kidding. Mm-hmm. So he has 5 kids all together. They're all separated. Mm-hmm. He's only been taking care of the 13-year-old boy, which is a twin, and the 11-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. She got in a fight with the boy. He took off running on foot in the rain, and I went to go find him. The daughter the daughter, she's horrible to the daughter. So they shipped her off to the grandma. And you know where she is now? She's with me.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm going to go get guardianship. Yeah. I'm like, how can you just give away your kid? She doesn't even know me that well. I mean, I've been with her for a good 3 months. I took her to Florida. She's had a blast with us, but she does not want to go there.
Yeah.
I gave her a run. Yeah, she doesn't want to be with them. She loves her dad.
Yeah.
The lady's mean.
And that's who he's choosing. Like, I think that's, like, he sees how this woman treats his kids, and he's still, nah.
I said she's got a golden panani, I'll tell you that, because I would not. There's no way.
Yeah. I mean, even if that were true, it's like, this is my flesh and blood. You are not the priority. I'm sorry.
Right. Kids come first. And we went over there for a second, and she goes, Annabelle goes, can I take that book right there? I really like those books. You cannot take those books. You are not allowed. I'm just like, man, does she scream like that all the time? She goes, yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to help her, make her, realize she don't have to lie. She just talk to me,
Right.
We'll take our
time. That is awesome. Well, you're doing
what
a
good
beautiful
day.
It is.
I'm trying.
Too. Yeah.
I said if I ever got a divorce from my husband, I would probably be a foster mom and get a big home and take a bunch of kids.
Well, at least a couple.
I'm a good mom.
Yeah, because in here we talk all things foster care and adoption, and one of the things we talk about is like how many is too many, and how many can you really give like one-on-one attention to, and help them through their trauma, because being separated from your bio family, good, better, and different, is always a traumatic thing. Even when the kids are like, oh my God, I'm so glad to be away from them, it's still sad, because it's like, why couldn't they be better so I could have stayed? You know what I mean? It's still a heartbreaking thing, and a lot of people don't realize that. So that's
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
My neighbor's walking over to me. I'm gonna talk to her real quick. She's standing out here digging a hole. She's probably wondering what's going on. Give me 1 second.
Sure. All right. So yeah, we are talking all things foster care and adoption. Today is what's on your mind, what's on your heart. This is the time that we check in with the team to make sure everybody is cool, because we must care about our individual stories and our individual journeys to advance the collective journey. The collective journey of improving the system. Improving the system. That's what we want to do. We want to make it actually do what it's supposed to be doing. Hey, Corey. Thank you for liking the live. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? Do put in the chat. What's going on with you? Like, I'm a person when I ask, how are you doing? I genuinely want to know how you are doing. None of this, oh, I'm fine, thanks for asking, and just keep it moving. I think people that are looking for that, don't ask. If you're looking for the knee-jerk reaction, I'm fine, thanks for asking, don't even ask. If you really don't have the time to hear how a person is doing, don't even ask. Yeah. Because that's definitely something I grew up with. People that are like, oh, hey, how's it going? They don't want to know. You start talking about it, they're like, oh, wow, okay, all right, okay, bye. They really don't want to know, or they really just didn't have the time. They were looking for, oh, fine, hey, how you doing? Oh, good, bye. Because those are pleasantries. Those are, that proves I'm a nice, good person. Can we all just stop trying to prove that we're nice, good people and just be? Just be. Just be. Human being means you are being. So yeah, people struggle with that. Sounds like my wife is pounding a butcher block or something. I know she's in the kitchen. All right. Let me see. We have been on for an hour and 18 minutes. So we will be ending soon. You know, short, sweet, to the point. Check in with whoever wants to check in. We're in the C5, top 99%. Oh my goodness. We're back in the C. We're back in the C. Good morning, Sonicals. How are you doing? Today we're talking what's on your mind, what's on your heart. And we have to care about the individual journey in order to maintain and be successful on the collective journey. So that's what Saturday is about. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? What's always on my mind and heart is growing the team, because many hands make light work. I heard that from my senior minister at church, and I have loved it ever since. Hi, Sarah. Welcome in. Yeah, we are going to be ending soon just because I got to shift gears and go on to the next task. But let me see. I have been live since, what, 7:20? And we've had quite a few people come through, and that has been awesome. Yeah, music is everything. But yeah, I do love checking in with the Wildflower team. You know, if you are on my team at all, if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the lives, you are a wildflower. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the follow. I will follow you back. Oh, no daily heart meet and no bio. Sarah Mosher 665. Please do add something for your bio, because when people don't see a bio, they think maybe you're not a real person. Even if it's a one-liner like, you know, I like to eat cheese, something, or I don't know, cheese is my life. I don't know why that just came to mind. Maybe you hate cheese, but whatever, put something in your bio. And always get a daily heart me.
Bots might like cheese.
No, bots don't eat. Bots don't have mouths. What does a bot look like? I don't know. But yeah, hello to the person I cannot pronounce your name. Luht. Yeah, I can't. I'm sure if I heard it, I probably would be able to say it, but yeah. All right. Some comments have been filtered to protect the community's experience. I guess my card is not on here, got filtered. I was told when I see that the message, Hannah, oh my goodness. Hi, Hannah. I'm so happy you're here.
Hi, Hannah.
Hannah, you've been missed, so I'm bringing you up right away. I know you haven't gotten your daily heart me or done none of the things, but I'm making an exception because you've been missed. Maybe Hannah's just passing through. I don't know, but she got invited, so we'll see. Oh, shoot. Hi,
there we
Hannah.
go.
Yay. Frederick
Sorry, technical difficulties. Hi,
kitty. Frederick
oh,
is saying
what a
what's
cutie.
up. Yeah, he's a gigantor. So what's up? Where you been? Oh,
Hey,
actually,
hi.
intro still.
Oh, yeah. Intro still. Sure. Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 43. Is she, her pronouns? And I'm an adoptee. And I'm just settling down in my spot. Oh, there.
Yay.
I was just out in the
There you
garden, so
are.
I'm all sweaty. Sorry.
That's all right.
But hi.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, Mocha says hi.
Oh, hi, Mocha. Yeah, we've missed y'all. So.
I missed you guys.
People have been
I was
asking
in Denver
me.
helping out.
Right. People
A
are like, "Where's
friend.
Hannah? Have you seen Hannah?" I'm like, she went out of town. She was fighting the good fight.
Yeah, I had to help some friends out, and they, it looks like it's going to be okay. They were just having some trouble with some renters, because they live out of the country and they have a house, and we're just charging people like the cost of the mortgage to hang on to their house. And these guys got it in their head that they're like these wealthy investors or a big corporate company or something, and they're like making all these weird demands and refusing to pay rent for things, and they're like, we're not Blackstone. You're literally just paying the mortgage. If you don't pay your rent, we can't pay the mortgage. We will lose the house and you will get evicted. Like, we can't. And they're like, no. It's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And it was just, they were being really unreasonable and saying that my friend was making them uncomfortable and being threatening, which is hilarious because she is a very, very slight, thin, middle-aged Jewish woman who is quite timid. And the idea of her intimidating anyone is ridiculous. But so they ended up having to have the sheriff come so that they could go inside to inspect the property because they wouldn't let them see inside the house, and they haven't inspected it for 3 years. And they're supposed to every year.
Right.
And they're like, no, you can't come in. And they were really acting like they were hiding something illegal. So they got really concerned that they were like gonna burn the house down or something.
Right,
like doing some dangerous activities. So they finally let them in. They had a bunch of pets that they didn't claim. And they're like, we don't even care. If you had just told us, like, we would have worked with you. If it was just about animals and you couldn't afford a pet deposit, like, we would have just worked with you. We're people.
Yeah.
But they got really, so they don't know, but they were able to inspect the house, and they're just going to put it on the market because they're sick of being landlords.
Yeah.
Their shit's done.
That reminds me of when I used to do, basically renters' rights advocacy, and you said Blackstone. Yeah, that used to be my landlord.
Oh, I'm sorry. They've done a lot of nonsense in my neighborhood.
They've done a lot of nonsense all over the United States.
And it sounds like the laws in Denver, they used to be really pro-landlord, and it sounds like they've tried to go pro-renter, but the way they've set it up really only benefits those big companies that have lawyers. Like, it doesn't really help the renters. Wow. And it certainly doesn't help small landlords. Wow. And I think big companies probably set it up that way on purpose.
I'm sure, yeah.
I don't know.
In California, as far as like renters' rights, we do try to team up with these mom and pop landlords because it's like, you are not the same as these large corporations. Please stop siding with them.
Right.
Like, please recognize you are not the same.
Not the same.
Yeah. But it's like these corporations will try to pull these mom and pop landlords in to be on their side to make things messed up for just people trying to pay rent. But
they try to convince people like, oh, if you were an investor, then you're 2 steps away from being a billionaire. You're just like us. It's
right.
Like, no, you're 2 steps away from being unhoused.
Right.
In our current system. But so they're just getting out of the game. It's really unfortunate. But they'll be okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And I hope the renters find a situation that works better for them.
Yeah. Luckily for me, my home was purchased by the Oakland Land Trust.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Much nicer, much like sigh of relief, Yeah. So now I'm
Headphones are very weird.
I'm basically like a rent to own situation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had something like that. I know people are working on it here.
Okay, good.
So we'll see. But, yeah, so I just helped them, like, clean out the garage and take books to sell and stuff to donate and
Nice.
touch base with some of the singing resistance people there who are doing a beautiful concert tonight called Chaotic Good, the Denver Women's Chorus. So if you happen to be in Denver, check them out. They're a great group of people.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Well, since you've been away, we've had some changes around here.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Thing.
I don't know if you've seen the post, but I posted our weekly topics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Saturday is always going to be what's on your mind, what's on your heart. Sunday is Storytime Sunday. Had you heard about that?
Yeah. I did hear about that,
Okay.
but I haven't caught one yet. I'll try and catch it tomorrow.
Right, because it's at 4:30. So that's probably why.
That's probably why.
Yeah, because you're usually a morning person, and Sunday we don't have a morning. We only do the 4:30. So,
okay. Noted.
Right.
I'll try and catch up.
I mean, one day the stars might align. You never know.
Right.
But then Monday we have Money and Politics Mondays. And
oh.
Yeah.
You're dancing a fine line.
Right. And then
how many R's have you gotten?
None.
Nice.
None.
Nice.
And then Tuesday is Talk It Out Tuesday, basically looking for two people that want to repair and heal their connection that has fallen apart for whatever reason, and
that's cool.
That are looking for mediation. And that started because so many people are like, oh, adoptee spaces are toxic and they're cult-like and hurt people and, you know, everyone's discardable. And I'm like, okay, if that's true, where's the space to focus on healing? You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like
for real,
it's gone okay. We've had two people do it, and it was wonderful because I have a whole like guided questions, like person A answers this question, answers this set of questions, and then person B answers this set of questions, and one person speaks at a time, and it's not just I'm going to scream at you and make you feel bad. No, we're not doing that. If people are doing that, it's like, okay, you're not ready, and let's try again next month or something, you know. And then Wednesday is centering the voices of a different part of the adoption constellation or system constellation. So we started off with centering adoptee voices. Then we went to centering former foster youth voices. And then last week we had centering foster parent voices.
Aww.
And then next week it's either going to be adoptive parent voices or birth parent voices. I haven't decided.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
I think so. And then Thursday was Think Tank Thursday, brainstorming ideas to grow the team. And I did get a lot of really good ideas that I wrote down. And then Friday is Fun Friday still. And I got some new games finally.
Hey!
Right? Yeah. And then back to Saturday. Here we are. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? And I have this one because we have to care about the collective journey. I mean, the individual journey in order to advance the collective journey, right? So that is our weekly lineup. I'm very happy about it. And I'm like, I'm not going to make any changes to it for at least 60 to 90 days.
Yeah, you got to write it out and see how it goes.
Yeah. And then I've also made changes to how people access the panel. And this is based on feedback that I've gotten from my agency as well as other live hosts. You know, there's some hosts that are like, you have to give a 1K gift to get on the panel. I'm not doing that. There are actually some hosts that say you have to give a 1K gift to tell me who to drop from the panel. And I'm like,
I mean, if that's how you want to be,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
That feels icky. That feels
does,
icky.
but some people like
I don't
drama.
want to tell other people how to run their stuff, but
yeah, some people like drama and they like the messiness of it all, and I'm just like, that's not me. So I won't be doing that. But I do like, there are 3 ways to access the panel. They all start with the daily heart knee. So 1, you can get the daily heart knee.
I didn't get.
You did. Oh, you didn't, or you did? I thought you did.
I didn't.
Okay.
You brushed me up there and I forgot. Okay, I got it.
Daily heart knee. You can participate in the live goal and become the number 1 gifter in the gift gallery. So that's 1.
Ooh.
2, you can get your daily heart knee and become a super fan, automatic access. Or you can get your daily heart knee, do a power share, which is like share it out to 60 people or more, and tap the screen 1K times or more. So that's the 100% free way.
Oh, nice.
Right. And I have encountered some people that are like, that many shares feels overwhelming or anxiety provoking. And then I'm like, well,
I just can't.
Then
it won't let me.
I'm like, just double your taps then. Just double your taps.
All right.
So, yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know why I can copy the link, but I can't power share. It's hit and miss whether it lets me, because I take it off my phone and then put it back on, and
maybe
screwed it up somehow.
Maybe
so
that's
the only
thing.
share I can do is to do a repost, which is fine, and I can copy the link, but that's all I can do.
Really? You should be able to. Hold on. Let me go to it.
I might be getting a new phone with my student money this fall, and maybe I'll just designate a TikTok phone.
Okay.
that might solve this problem.
That might be interesting.
In the meantime, I guess I'll just tap.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, just double, triple your taps. Like, you might need one of these.
I might need one of those.
I mean, it is like $2.99, $3.99. It's not crazy expensive, I don't think. Joe said that feels excessive and controlling. People think it's hilarious. Like, oh, thank you for the corgi. Yay.
Oh, you were so cute.
It is cute. Yay, thank you. So, yeah, those are the 3 ways to get on the panel. And I feel like the people that do the big gift to get on the panel, it kind of makes sense when they have like 300 people in the live and everybody's trying to get on the panel, right?
Yeah, but it always seems like the way people limit things is monetarily like that. Like make it expensive, and you're only limiting one kind of person, and that's poor people. When you do that. And I understand like the practicality of it, but also I'm really grateful that you have other options.
Yeah, because I got that from another live host. She was like, okay, in order to get on the panel, you need to send a 1K gift. And then after that, she makes a list of how many people sent it. And then after, oh, thanks. After that list gets exhausted, then she's like, okay, my tappers and sharers. If you have tapped this much and shared this much, now it's your time. So she does it that way. And I was like, I like it. Because in the beginning, that was the only way I was able to get onto a panel. So
yeah,
I get it. People should not feel left out because they don't have,
It's hard times right now.
it's always hard times for somebody, So yeah, so I've been checking people's stats. So when people send a guest request, I'll look at their stats, and then I'll be like, okay, just for example, not to be picking on you, Joe. Joe has 4 shares, 1.6K taps, 1 comment. Awesome. Oh, Joe just said, how are my stats? I just said your stats. I'll say it again.
Hi, Joe.
Joe has 1 comment, 4 shares, 1.6K taps. So that is what I call a quality engager in the making. So you are well on your way. So yeah, I do like to check people's stats. And some people go above and beyond. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And some people do just enough, and that's fine with me. Either way, it's fine with me. But did you do a power share, or did you do like the and that's the thing, when you click the arrow at the bottom, I wish I could show y'all because now this phone is being weird. When you do a power share, every time you push the word send, it counts as 1. So if you select like 10 people and push send, it still only counts as 1 because you only click the thing one time. That's why the power share is better to do. Yes, so when you click 15 and then you push send, you're only pushing the send button one time, so it only counts as 1. Yeah. That's why the power share is always your best bet. You know you're going to get your 60, boom, because you're like send, all the way down the list. All right, let me see what is going on here.
Did you just get your hair done? It looks really cute.
Thank you. Yes, EM did this a couple of days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
You always look good in blue.
Thank you. Well, blue is my color. I was like, at this point, you can just call me Marge Simpson. Because that's how I feel.
You could do a cool Halloween costume.
Maybe I will. Maybe that'll happen. All right. I want to show y'all what I'm talking about exactly. Okay. Oh, it's letting me now. I had to connect to my Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is my backup, basically. So when you hold down the screen, a white box pops up with a list of names and the word send next to it. And if you just push send going all the way down, that's how you will get your 60 shares done.
Okay. It's letting me, it pops up with only me. I can only send it to myself. But then if I put more friends, then I can select people individually.
Oh,
that's really weird.
But then it only lets you push the send button once, and then that counts as 1. Yeah. And then that counts as 1.
All right, I'm going to have to mess around with this.
Yeah, because I think it might be how your privacy settings are set up or how your friends are set up.
It didn't do it. It only does it once in a while. It's kind of like sometimes it just decides.
And then over here, you see the little arrow at the bottom. If you click the arrow and you get all these circles at the top, if I push 15 of these circles, all right. I think that's okay. So, and then it says send separately. Because I'm only pushing that once, it only counts as 1. Even though there's 15. Even though there's 15 people. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, just do one good power share, and some people recommend that you do a power share every 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah. And boom, now my tapper's doing the tapping for me.
It's available in the shop.
It sure is. It sure is. All right, let me see. Somebody's requesting. It is Joe. Let me check Joe's stats again.
Did you get it to work?
Yes. Joe has 8 comments, 64 shares, 1.6K taps. That is quality. That is what we call quality engagement. So I will bring Joe up for an intro and to share what's on your heart, what's on your mind. Oh, NASA baby, welcome in. I'm glad Joe sent you. Joe is accepted. Yes, it worked. It worked. It showed 64 shares. Hey Joe, let's get your intro and your I'll set a timer and then that way I'll be able to get the next person going. Are you there, Joe?
Absolutely. Just waiting for my timer to pop up.
All right, there you go.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Joanna, or you can call me Joe. Just please not Joanne. I am a wife, mother, grandmother. My pronouns would be she, her. I am a kinship adoptee, married to a wet from the womb mama got sent away to the bad girl school adoptee, so to adoptee family. And I am a genetic genealogist who volunteers in our community to help people find out the truth. Whether that leads to reunification or not is up to the person. My goal is to give them the knowledge that most of the states in this country will not allow grown adults, tax-paying citizens, to simply find out what their birth certificate look like. So that's me, and that's where I'm at. Other than the genealogy, my other particular interest is in the rights of siblings, because my husband and I have a child together that has been legally stripped of all his rights as a human being, as far as his relatives, because of what the decisions were made for his father and I before we even knew each other or were old enough to conceive him. And I think that is absolutely wrong. Hi, T. Good morning. I'm so glad you came in. And you as well, Massa. Thank you for following. I didn't think it worked because that's what I figured out I was doing wrong. I was using the arrow to share where I should have pushed on your face, which I still think is a terrible thing to say, but you know what I mean. Anyway, but when I went down, I didn't think I shared it enough times, and it said, more friends. And when I hit that, it threw me back to the stupid dots, which I know don't work. But I guess I did make enough with the ones I'd already done. But now at least I think I have figured it out.
Yay.
Anyway, what's on your mind? What's on your heart? First, before I talk, I'm going to give a trigger warning for pet loss. And when I do a warning, I don't just start talking. So I will give a moment,
give a minute for
people to decide whether talking about recent pet loss in my family would be too triggering. So I'm just going to give it a minute, let my timer run just for a bit. Okay, so if that's enough, but again, if it gets too triggering, please do your own self-care, because most of us have experienced pet loss. So as some of you know, my Karma, my beautiful Doberman Labrador 7-year-old dog, contracted osteosarcoma in her front leg, which is bone cancer. Unfortunately, as a Doberman Lab mix, she is genetically predispositioned to it, as most large breeds are, but unfortunately, she just hit the genetic lottery wrong. Sadly, we lost another lab mix 11 years ago, almost to the day, from the same kind of cancer. But with Bella, we thought it was a sprain or whatever, or tendon. By the time they told us to do crate rest and everything. By the time we got her to the vet, it was too advanced. So we didn't go home with a dog, a living dog at least. With Karma, she was diagnosed March 25th, but it was not so advanced that we couldn't bring her home. And yes, she was on medication, but I will tell you, that dog was never in pain. She was not medicated. She could enjoy her life. She was not a candidate for amputation for a lot of reasons. So we chose comfort care, and the vets were very supportive, good medications, but last Sunday, Karma started to show that the medications weren't working enough. We did up her meds on Monday, but by Tuesday, we could see that they just weren't doing anything. And she was starting to not respond like she would normally. She was not as food driven. She just wanted to sit and stare out the window. She was telling us, even to the point when we made the call and took her in Wednesday, this is a dog who almost 8 years has hated cars with a passion. She will not go in you have to lift her into the car. She hates cars.
Yeah.
We opened the door and she jumped in on 3 legs.
Oh.
So she knew. She
Like,
just somehow, and our vet, I will say, provides the most beautiful euthanasia room, specific, which has its own private entrance, exit, beautiful couches, and even, this is the sweetest part, this will always stay with me, there was a bowl of Hershey's Kisses, right? And I'm thinking, oh, that's for the poor crying humans.
Mm-hmm.
And the vet said, no, that's because your dogs, and our family especially, we like dark German or European chocolate, the most dangerous for animals. So she'd never been allowed to have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, you know, that's something most people don't allow their dogs. But you know what? At this point, it can't hurt her. So my beautiful Karma went quietly to her sleep, if you want to call it that, with me and my husband and our 25-year-old son, and he is her puppy. Like, he was the one who asked for her as a puppy 7 years ago, because I don't normally do puppies. I don't like house training.
Yeah.
So I usually adopt a little older dogs. Plus, also, they don't get homes as easy. But I agreed to a puppy, and, you know, she was surrounded by our love, and the last words she heard were us telling her that we will miss her forever. Sorry, I'm going to get a little emotional.
It's okay.
But I will
Please
try to
do
keep
be
it.
human.
But she went, like I said to my son, this is how I hope to go one day, surrounded by love, with the taste of chocolate in my mouth, because I'm a diabetic. I haven't had real chocolate in years.
Right.
So when I'm going, you find me the best sugar-filled dark chocolate. Shove it in my face, too. But no,
And mischief.
it's all right. The cats can go out.
I know, I was
It's
saying,
fine.
there they
No,
go.
no, you're just telling me yes. We don't have our cat door installed for the summer yet, so my son was just reminding me 2 of our 3 cats are outside.
Okay.
But that's fine. They wear bells, and so y'all don't think my cats are actually trained to stay in my yard. You can't train cats, and they wear bells, so they can't go hunt the neighbor's birds.
Nice.
Because the birds are not so stupid. But anyway, Karma is now under the tree in the backyard, in the corner of the yard that she defended with her life for 7.5 years from all comers, random Walmart bags, various squirrels.
Yeah.
Sadly, no criminals. She had hope for that as a Doberman, but you know,
But it didn't
but
happen.
no, she is wrapped in her favorite blanket, and it's a kind of a communal pet blanket, so it has all the smells of our other dog and all 3 of our cats. They all use it. It was actually the sheet off my son's bed, the one he sleeps on and it had been, all the pets like to go in Michael's room. We call it with Switzerland because he will allow no fighting. Like, if you act up, his door will open and some animals get shoved out the door.
Yeah.
The pets know they can't fuss in his room, in his Switzerland.
That's nice.
But anyway, she went surrounded by the smells of all her pack, her dogs and cats, the smell of her guy,
human.
Michael, with her collar and her leash and her favorite squeaky pig toy, and even her winter coat that she loves so much. She was always so proud when I put her coat on her.
Nice.
She loved to be told she was pretty. Her color was magenta. That was her signature color, is magenta. As hard as it was, I have to say, spending 2.5 months saying goodbye, it was a blessing.
Yes.
But with her cancer, because it was invading a bone in her leg, we had to watch for what they call a pathological break, like the bone would just break.
Yeah.
And that was terrifying, because that would have meant she had to pass in pain. Because we don't even have emergency vets here, Marika. The closest vet, if that had happened at 5 minutes after my vet closed, we would have had to drive her an hour and a half one way to get her any pain relief. And we couldn't do that to her. So when she started to show that she was starting to have pain, the tumor was growing visibly, it was the hardest decision. But, you know, like my vet said, better to do this on the best day, not the worst day. For the animal and for you. That's not the last. My last memory is my dog just closed her eyes.
Yeah.
No pain, no stress. You know, I knew that dog so well. We were so close, her and I could know her stress, and there was none. She was just quiet and peaceful.
Good.
And I just want to say today that thank you, Karma. You blessed my life. And if love could have beat cancer, you'd have never died of it. But
That's right.
all the love in the world can't beat that. But it's just, the hardest part has been watching my 25-year-old, because we lost a dog 11 years ago to this exact same disease. He was 14, and I watched my son become a man that day in that office.
Wow.
because we'd had Bella for almost 10 years. He couldn't remember. She slept on his bed every night. This the dog we lost 11 years ago. So from the age of 4.5, he had never gone to bed at night without Bella. Because she would go in as I read his story and whatever.
Yeah.
And then when
Part
he
of the
fell
routine.
asleep, she might come back. You know, she'd come back out and socialize with the family. But she slept with him every night. So to watch him have to go through this twice, that's hard on a mom. But he was he's a big man.
Okay.
But don't be sad. I know I'm crying, but I'm not sad. I had a blessing, and I watched my blessing. She left me, but she'll never leave me.
That's right.
Not really.
That's right.
So that's all I wanted to share.
Well, thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate you being here. I have been where you are so many times. I'm already set up to be where you are again, you know, and this is what I was talking about with someone who was in the live earlier. Her cat transitioned super early this morning, and it's like, yeah, of course you're sad. No matter how much time you get, it's never enough, you know, and all you can hope for is a peaceful, pain-free transition. But it's sadly all just a part of this life, a part of this earthly existence. All right, so as everyone knows, there are 3 ways to access the panel: superfan, participating in the live gift goal or gift gallery, and heart share tap. Everybody get a daily heart meet. Everybody share this out. Everybody tap the screen. We're looking for 64 shares and 1K taps. All right, we got somebody waiting in the wings. Oh, no, we don't. Not anymore. Sherry changed her mind, it seems. And I was just about to check her stats. All right, that's okay, though. All right, NASA Baby, T, Shiv, and I'm guessing Tame, welcome. Welcome. So, yeah, every Saturday we're talking what's on your mind, what's on your heart. And we have to care about the individual journey in order for us to make progress with the collective journey. So that's super important to me, and I hope it is super important to you. So I talk a lot about how everybody wants to be a good person. Everybody wants to be seen as nice. So there's these little things that we do to kind of be that, you know. It's like, oh, hi, how you doing? They don't want to know. They just want to hear, I'm fine, thanks for asking, you know. And I'm like, if you really don't have time to hear how someone is doing, don't ask. Just say, hi, I hope you're well, if that is true. Or just say hello, you know. But yeah, I feel like the striving to be a good person is actually making people filled with shame and embarrassment and secrecy and not nice people at all. Just be. How about that? Can we just be our authentic selves? See how that works out. So that's my hope for humanity. I'll be doing a memorial video for Karma this week. Okay, I will be looking out for that. Yeah, I will be looking out for that. Yeah, I lost my 20-year-old. I guess it's been 2 or 3 weeks now. Time flies. Like when I think about my poodle mix, Goldie, I'm like, has it already been like a year? Maybe more? Like, time flies. Joe's asking for an additional 5. You have the mic, Joe.
I just wanted to share, you know, anybody that knows me for more than a minute knows that I don't believe in coincidence. I don't know what. I don't know if it's a God power, if it's just the world. But I don't believe in coincidence at all. I have this weird idea that we're all attached by invisible little silver strings, like webs. Anyway, I'm sitting last night, because the first video I ever did on TikTok years back was a memorial for another dog that I lost young. It's there. It's Marek, my red mastiff. Anyway, that was my very first video, and I'm still very proud of it. Because one thing was I wanted a song that wasn't everybody's song they use for a lost pet, you know, and all of that. And I think I found the song that worked. Well, last night I was thinking about this video and looking for a song, and I was getting tired. It was after 11. I don't stay up late. So I thought, I used all these search terms. I couldn't find anything that struck me. And then I just put in the word gone. And up in the first 5 choices for TikTok music was a song I've never heard by an artist I've never heard. And the song is called Gone Too Soon. But this is the freaky part. The artist's first name is Karma. Spelled exactly like Karma, K-A-R-M-A. And then even weirder, last name is Paul, like the first name of a man, Paul. That is my best friend's husband's name, who loved my dog.
Well, there you go. That's
so, you know what? Karma was leading me to that song for her. Because I've literally never heard it. I had to go look it up. A lot of people call it a funeral song. I think it's the words in it are beautiful. So if that song helps someone discover that artist and the beauty of that song, Karma will have done her work on this earth. If that can. As soon as I saw the song, I'm like, how can this not be her song?
That's it.
She is gone too soon. Her name is Karma, and the artist is named Karma. And the last name is my best friend. Like, literally, I think of his name as my brother-in-law. And he just adored Karma. He thought she was and he's not a dog person.
Wow.
But he loved that she was so protective, but that if I trusted him, she would trust him. It's a wonderful song, Shiv, and it will be the song I pick for Karma when I do this video, either this weekend or during the week. But I just wanted to share that
I'll look for it.
I couldn't believe it. I like the song, and I'm like, oh, I think this is all right, but I don't have great eyes. My eyesight isn't great. So I was struggling to see who the artist was, because I like to know a bit about the person that I'm promoting, using a song for my dog. And I'm like, what is that name? I cannot believe I'm seeing the word Karma. I'm like, this can't be.
Wow.
So when I Googled it, I got it in bigger letters, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, now you're shouting at me.
This is like, okay, I get what you're trying to tell me, Karma. This is your song. Because Karma and I don't know whether people believe it or not, and if you think I'm crazy, I'm absolutely okay with that. I've been called crazy for worse reasons. Karma and I had a connection that was just different. I mean, the video I have up for my Marek, he was my heart dog. And Karma was too, but in different ways. Karma was also, I don't know how to say it, but I could look at Karma and tell you what was, like, she was trained to show us if she had a need or a want, if she had, but Karma would come up and sit and look at me, and I could tell what she was feeling. I don't know why. I could just tell.
That's the connection. That's why.
I don't know. Where Marek and I, we had just a purely heart connection, I would say. With Karma, it was heart and brain. And there were times when Mike would say, go tell your mother, because she could just look at me. And I'd be like, oh, Mike, she wants out. Like, she just doesn't want to go all the way to the door to show you, because you're way over in the living room. So, but it's just, we had that weird psychic connection, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and it's very dope. Yes, for whoever said that, it's hard to see on my phone, but that is a very, very dope thing. Karma was Doberman on her mother's side, Lab on her father's. But Dobermans are known to have very high intelligence, but they're known to have this really almost human-like understanding. Because I could say, like, Mark knew more commands than her because he was professionally trained. Karma, but it was that we could be talking about something that had nothing to do with her, had no words in it that would be any command or words, and she would understand human conversation, which is kind of bizarre. Like, we would look at her sometimes and go, okay, can you stop pretending to be a dog? Because there's a human in there, isn't there?
Right. Where's the
you
zipper?
were human.
How do I take this
where's the zipper dog?
Off?
Well, plus, like a lot of Dobermans and I know I'm over time, I'll be very quick. Like a lot of Dobermans and Huskies, they can verbalize very well. So Karma could say, I love you. She could say, What we have it, we did get it on video, but she could clearly say "I love you," and she would even use it to get you to give her things. Like if you said no, she couldn't have a treat, she would start screaming, "I love you, I love you," and it's like, really,
that would
dog?
work on me. That would work on me every time.
Oh, honey, she even started using her tumor to get more stuff.
Like, look at me, look. I
Yes,
treats.
exactly.
Yeah,
she would.
I believe you.
Like, I mean, we're giving her all the extra love and treats. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but still,
there's a limit. I can't give her 400 pieces of cheese every day. And she would literally, or the other one, she'd be on all fours all day. And then my husband came home, and now she's on
you're
the 3.
around.
And it's like, really, I thought at first it was just a coincidence. Then I started to watch every day. As soon as she heard Mike's car come in, she would start lifting that paw to get sympathy from Daddy, because he's the soft touch. So, yeah, intelligent enough to play you like a fool, even when...
That's right.
But anyway,
right.
I'm done.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you for the blessing of letting me go over. Yes, Shiv knows. Karma used to be my co-host when I did lives. And yes, she would absolutely disagree with anything I said. If she didn't think it was the correct answer, she would. Remember, Shiv? She would just bellow. Like, nope, that's not right. I have a word.
That is
anyway.
So cute. Thank you. Yeah, I got my little co-host right here. This is Frederick. He's my big boy. But I have mostly Frederick. Sometimes Panther is here. Sometimes Sunkiss, my little lovebird. Sometimes Kaboli, but not often. Last night I had Jackson. Oh Lord, no, not Jackson. Maybe Jackson's here too. I don't know. But no, I was saying Jordan, Dr. J. Yeah, sometimes. Well, last night Jordan was here. My small Chihuahua. He's 16. He might be getting closer to 17 at this point. All right. So it is 9:30 a.m. I definitely have to shift gears. You know how this app does. When you start saying, well, I have to end soon, and then all of a sudden people show up. It's really sneaky. And a couple of days ago, right, the house is way too quiet. A couple of days ago, I got an email from the app that said, you can make a career of it. Go live for 5 hours. I was like, go live for 5 hours twice a day, and then you'll be considered on a career path. And I was like, what? The longest live I've done so far is 4 hours. And now I try to stay between like 2 and 3. But 5? And I've seen people do 8, and I've seen people do 24. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know if it's like now you're getting monetized from TikTok instead of just your viewers. Maybe that's the difference. I didn't even read anymore. As soon as I seen that, I was like, what the heck? But yeah, maybe I will look at it again. I didn't delete it. So, all right. So I think that is it for today, y'all. I will be live again later. I believe it should be around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Once I really know for sure, I'll put it in the stories. But that is what we're scheduled for. I won't be here. I will be live from a different location, so that'll be exciting. There'll be a special treat there. And yeah, I guess I'll play our exit song because yeah, why not? Sometimes I'm like, we'll skip it, and then sometimes I'm like, nah, we'll play it. All right, tap it out to the beat if you can. come back at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check the stories, I guess at 3, just to be sure that the time hasn't changed. Because you know me, during the day, it just depends.